more importantly, probably about the season and how proud I am of this group. You know, this group has been not only a fun group to be around, but a very successful group. They shown commitment, student athlete that can commit the amount of time that these guys do, from practice to games to traveling to academics to not only commit that time but be successful within that time that they spend on the field and off the field is something that as a coach makes us very, very proud, and as a university very proud of all these guys. In regards to today, a hard-fought game, 90 minutes back and forth. The game was still in the balance all the way up to the very last few seconds, which again is what you ask for at this national level. You're going to find a good game, a good team. So to still be within the game, within a tying goal, even with that last few balls into the box with a couple of minutes left on the clock is all I can ask. And the effort, the intensity, and just in general from a season outlook, I'm just really happy with these guys and really proud of them. Done a fantastic job this year.
This next one's for the student athletes. Just you can talk about your experience being able to play in the NCAA tournament and what the last week of your life has looked like, and just kind of touch on the game today and the highs and lows of that moment.
You want to take this one, Lev?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, coming down here took us 12 hours on Thursday, but we made the best out of a long road trip. We had fun. We came here, ate a lot of food. We had a lot of team bonding, some games in the lobby at the hotel. It was a good weekend. Listen, and if it lose in the national tournament, that's a good way to go out. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of what we did this weekend.
Can I ask the same, or talk about today's game?
Talk about the game and just the way that your team played today. I mean, obviously, not the result you wanted, but talk about the way that you fought out there on the field.
Yeah, definitely not the result we wanted to get, but we still all came together as a team like we've done the entire season, put everything we had out on that field, and if we ended up going out like that, at least we were together and we worked as a team.
Coach, just from a game plan perspective, Franklin and Marshall had 22 shots to their 7 there. Was there anything in particular that there was a struggle maybe to get midfield possession, or what was it about Franklin and Marshall that made things so tricky today?
No, listen, any team you face in a national tournament is going to be a good game. I don't really account for shots and shot totals. It's dangerous. Moments within that 18 is what we look at. And there was a bunch of opportunities, in the very beginning of the first half, that we had a bunch of dangerous moments. And then they had a spell in the first half, and they had a spell in possession. They had a spell of a bunch of set pieces, which we knew. We knew we were going to face against set pieces and quality throw-ins that are like a set piece. But we dealt with every single one of them, and again, a moment's a lax defending it for a second cost us a tying goal right before the halftime. And then in the second half, we closed the gap in midfield, which was a struggle in the first half, and it changed the game. And I think at that moment, we're still pushing for that tying goal, equalising goal. And I'm not at that point as a coach going to sit back and we're going to try and get back in the game. We're going to throw everything we have at them and and try and win a game. And that's what we've done all year. We've won games. That's been the program that I have, and the program has been in the history. It's been a program to win games and go fight hard and go take it from people. And a little short today, but it doesn't show a lack of pride that we put out there on the field and ability to stay in a game and even try to pinch that tying goal at the end there.
Back to the student athletes, 18-2 this year, just an incredible record, an incredible season. We just want to touch on the year that you had and just the experience of being a student athlete at West Conn.
You want to go first, Carl, on this
Sure.
one? Uh-huh.
This year was obviously a lot different. We had 2 classes of teammates that haven't played with us yet in games. And it was exciting to get a year back in after COVID had taken our season away last year. So I felt like this year we all had a lot more to give, and we all wanted to work harder and push through. So it definitely showed in our record this year and how we came together and figured out how to play with a new team and come together as one.
Yeah, I think there's something to be said for our freshman class also, and the sophomores who didn't get to play last year. They really just mended with our juniors and seniors, and we all learned how to play together, and experience led us, but our lower classmen really helped us. They lifted us up in a lot of games. I know Susanna Imatovsky is one of she's got most of our assists, and Maya Crows with our goals. We get a lot from a lot of different classes. It doesn't matter so much at WestConn how old you are, what class you are. The best 11 are on the field, and whoever is on the sideline is cheering for them. We're all one team and one unit, and as we say at WestConn, we're a family.
Coach, just last question for you. And I don't know what the dynamic was with the extra eligibility and maybe having the fifth years or seniors that want to come back, but just the way this whole situation has allowed some student athletes to come back. And if you could talk about that group of seniors that you're saying goodbye to, and the team that you have to rebuild from going into next season, and just the pieces that you're hopefully seeing walk across the stage in May.
Yeah, well, and listen, I have two of them right here, and many more in the senior class that we're proud of and that we appreciate. I appreciate what they do for the program. This program has great culture. It is a very, very successful program. It's a hard program to walk into as a student athlete. There's a lot of expectation. These guys, the senior class, has ridden that expectation, has exceeded that expectation, and has continued culture. And for us, culture and Nicolette said it there. The family aspect of what this group is and what this university is all about is key to all of our groups. And that culture was there way before me, and it's still here now, and the success is still here now. It's no surprise how many tournament trips that we've made. I think this is our 15th in history. So this is our goal every year. It doesn't matter if we're rebuilding. It doesn't matter if we have a new group, a senior group. The plan is to be here, and play in big games in seasons. And I know a lot of programs don't get the opportunity to do, and we're very fortunate that we do. And this senior class has continued that trend and has set the tone for these again young kids, that impressionable kids that walk into our program, walk into our school, and that's something that you're forever eternally grateful for, because again, as much as the coaching staff are as a part of the culture and develop the culture, it's these guys that live the culture, and for them to continue the trend and for them to continue the success is excellent, and something that not only myself is proud of, but the university and everybody that came before me and came before these guys, and all the alumni that we have, and ex-coaches in the program, and all that fun stuff is something that we're extremely proud of.